What's up, working class hustlers of America and all across the globe? It's your main man, Horace, also known as La Machine. This is what to sell on Amazon, where we try to bring you value by teaching you how to use the sourcing software Tactical Arbitrage, and we talk all things selling on arbitrage on Amazon using the arbitrage business method. So make sure if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if there's anything we can help you with, we're here to do that. And I say we because it's me and the lovely Miss Karen. She's here to help as well. We came to give of ourselves for your benefit. So make sure you leave comments. That's the only way we know that you're here. Actually, let me take a quick look. I want to see. Doesn't look like there's too many people out just yet. So remember, guys, you got us to yourselves. Take advantage of that. We want to help. So we're going to get right into it. We got a lot to cover. We'll do it for, I don't know, it depends on you guys. We're going to go for maybe a half an hour, but we'll extend that just depending on how quick we can get through things and how much you guys want to participate with us. Make sure you give us a like, a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. So what are we going to do today? We're going to talk about sourcing using the software Tactical Arbitrage. If you don't know what that is a software that does all of the heavy lifting for you. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go and we're going to start looking at that software right away. Now, remember, guys, before we do, we need to go over the rules. And by the way, as always, if you want to get connected with myself or Miss Karen, text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen, and you will also find that down in the description. So here's what we need to do. Hold on a second. We got to go over the rules here. And I wanted them to come on the screen. All right. So here we go. The first thing we need to do, guys, we need to pick a software that does all the heavy lifting for you and follow your rabbit trails. Otherwise, you're going to be doing this by hand, product by product, website by website. It can be done. It's the year 2023. We don't do that, right? We let the software do it for us. Or some of us purchase lists, whatever it takes. You got enough work to do. You don't want to be actually picking the products. You want someone or something to put possible leads in front of you for you to evaluate. The evaluation process is enough. All right. Want to make sure that you can make a profit, right? We're doing this to make money. Now, I'm going to encourage you, and you'll hear me say some things, so please pay attention. But we do want to make money at this, okay? We need to decide whether we're going to merchant fulfill it, in other words, ship it to the customer ourselves, or are we going to do what all the gurus talk about, right? All these people that want to sell you the courses talk about Amazon will do everything for you. And that's called FBA, or fulfillment by Amazon. You need to determine whether or not you can sell the product. Some products you can sell, some you cannot. You'll hear people in this space always talking about gated products, getting ungated, things like that. You want to check your restrictions. The product may be hazmat, and you want to know, is there the possibility of, or have there been IP complaints? You'll hear that in this space. IP stands for intellectual property. Someone else owns something, you're trying to sell it, they will kick you off. It just depends. That's part of the business, guys. Don't be alarmed. It happens to the best of us. And yet, Miss Karen and I still do six figures every year in this business. And then after that, you want to do further analysis. You want to check the product rank, the star rating. I'm telling you this now so that when you watch me do this, because we're sourcing together right now, guys, so that you understand what we're doing in a nutshell. Okay. We want to check things like product rank, the star rating. We want to know the number of sellers that are on the product. We want to consider whether or not Amazon is on there. Uh, we want to figure out how many FBA sellers versus merchant fulfill. If you have a mix, is there a buy box? Is the buy box suppressed? You're going to hear me talking about that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, either ask a question or just pay attention. Check the competition's stock. That's important. That's going to play into how many units you buy or whatever else you can use that information for. Okay. And you want to review your graphs, your charts, whatever, we use tools because just like life, this is a system of odds. We want to put the odds in your favor that you are going to make money. At some point, you're going to have to decide how many to purchase. You wash, you rinse, and you repeat. Now, I got a couple of tips today, okay? So just pay attention. I'm going to give you some game, and I'm going to come back to this. But, guys, if you want to do this business, you got to do this business. That means you need to get moving. It is a momentum-based business. If you're sitting around waiting on the best product, the best rank, the best return on investment, the best margins, and everything's got to be perfect, you ain't going to get no momentum going, okay? Get the thing in motion, then we can start, steering it, all right? Get the car in drive and get out of first gear, and then we can start working on taking your corners and all of that. Okay. Better to focus on return on investment than dollar amount of profit in the beginning. Because for example, if you can get 20 to 30% and you focus on that, even though the actual dollar amount may not seem like much, you'll get that. Get them. That's part of getting your momentum going. Because see, everybody want the big dollars. And that's why everybody don't make it in this business. Remember, if you source low rank are the products that are really, really moving. If you want low rank, very popular items, you're going to have a lot of competition. Okay. Peep game. You can pick one product because the tools are telling you that it's selling 500 units a month, or you can pick 10 products and they may be getting 10 sales a month across those. And guess what? You might not end up with as much competition because everybody else that's looking at that product as a potential sourcing item, they'll see, it's only selling 10 a month and I'm moving on because they're looking for pie in the sky, right? Around here, we're working class hustlers. All right. So with that out of the way, because I don't really like to talk.
Could you say hi to Happy 2020, Ton and Sheila?
Wait a minute.
before you really get rolling.
Because I don't really like to talk, but yes, thank you so much, Happy 2020, Ton, for coming out here. That is a long-time working class hustler. Sheila, love you to pieces. You know that. So
yeah,
these are long-time hustlers. Looks like we got 6 viewers with us. Guys, if you have not left a comment, if you have not gently smashed that like button, we ask if you would please do that for us. Now, check this out. If you notice, guys, if you want to know how to use the software, if you're not good at navigating, we've got an entire series for you. We got quick, what we call the lightning series. These are quick 10-minute videos that could have you going in no time. So don't fret over this. If you're watching this now for the first time, if you're watching the replay, don't fret over that. All of that is ready for you. We took care of you long time ago. So you can find all that in the description. But here's what I want you to pay attention to. When you look, I already know my producer's going to tell me to highlight my mouse, my cursor. So when you look along the left-hand margin, you'll see that always be scanning. That is a feature where as soon as you log in to the software, here, let me show you. let's say you were at the dashboard. This is what the dashboard looks like. All you would have to do, you haven't set up anything. You have not set up a search. You come over here, you click on always be scanning, and it will already have products out there. You need to pick the USA because most likely that's where you're at. And then it'll already have things out there for you. Now, the first item we're going to look at is an item that's on Best Buy. Now, don't freak out because it's a computer, okay? As you can see, it's a Lenovo Flex 3 Chromebook, 11.6 inch, high definition, touch screen, laptop, Celeron. I know what I'm getting for Father's Day.
I think that's for today only. That might be one of their today only deals, or maybe not. I don't know.
Is it? Okay.
It looks like a
Well,
today only. Well, it says clearance, so no, maybe it'll be around for a while.
and you know what? I'm glad you caught that because a lot of the products that we end up sourcing, we find the deals, we find the margins because it's a clearance or sale item. Now you see this same thing, Lenovo Flex 3 Chromebook, 11.6, high definition, all of that. It's selling for $189 on Amazon. You can get it for $113. So what was I looking at when I used always be scanning? I was looking right here. Now look at, here's what I saw. I saw where it was being sold, Best Buy, right? I saw the gross return on investment, 35%. We'll get into that because that's going to adjust. This puts products in front of you. You got to further evaluate. I'm looking at my 90-day rank. I can put a 30-day rank on there if I wanted to. And I could put the current rank if I wanted to. I have these set up the way I want and arranged the way I want. Okay. But it's set up, I got it arranged different and always be scanning. My other ones, you'll see it set up a little different. Estimated monthly sales, 172. That would make anybody's ears perk up.
Nice.
Gross profit, $43.29. That's $43.29. That's gonna adjust, guys. Okay, you should be paying somewhere around $113.99. Stay tuned. We're gonna get into that. Okay. Adjusted price. I don't know what the software was adjusting for besides putting in the 6% sales tax that I have to pay because I am a Pennsylvania resident. And here it was telling me that it's showing it's buy boxing right now on Amazon at $189. We already saw that. The average price for 90 days is right around there. That's another thing you want to look at because you want to make sure it's not going to suddenly tank on you, right? Now, here is where I would think. I only see 2 sellers on this product. That might be, something to make you stop. Now, another thing. This is under office products. I don't know why it would be under that because I think it would be under electronics. Sometimes you get some items that were listed under a different category. I mean, that wouldn't stop me, but I do look at that. You do need to check. Remember, we got to make sure that we can sell the product. What's great about Tactical Arbitrage, they have that right there. You can just click. Now, a lot of times, guys, you hear me and Karen talking about the software inventory lab. And what you usually see me do is take that ASIN over to inventory lab and stick it in there. And then we start doing stuff, right? But what we notice is now, if you have the software inventory lab, you get the extension called Scout X. That puts everything right in front of you. And are you checking that out, Karen?
I am.
Look at what you get. You can check it and see if it's small and light. Obviously, this is too heavy. It'll tell you that. If there's any restrictions, you can see that right away. You can have this go to your spreadsheet. If you had Google Sheets connected, a lot of you guys love your spreadsheets. Imagine being in one click, saving that. Okay, if you need to copy the ASIN right quick, you can do that. You've got your dimensions, your weight, the UPC, um, as far as how Amazon has the ASIN classified. It's a large standard. Look at, you've got your 30-day rank, 90, 180 right in front of you. Okay, you can come and see how many offers you got. You can look at reviews. It's pretty nice.
Yes.
Now, speaking of offers, remember we said we only had uh, two people selling it. Let's see. Actually, that ain't right, is it? There's more than that. And look at, these are, some of these people are selling this used. Let's go to new. All right, so there's only one person selling new, and that is this super offers. So listen, the reason I would pause for a moment if there were only two sellers or one, because that means it's probably protected. They're not going to allow you to sell it. You get an IP complaint. So, but this actually looks good. Now look at. Here's what I want, something I want you to look at. You're getting ready to buy this, for instance, on clearance for $113.99. Well, that ain't good enough. Maybe we could save some more money. So what I'm going to do is click on Rev ROI, okay? And I'm going to see, can I get any cash back? Because I'm already buying the product. You might as well get any cash back if you can get it, okay? I'm going to see, are there any discounted gift cards? Because that's just free money right there. If I can get an extra 2%, I'm going to get that. I didn't see anything really good, but 2% is 2%. Okay. All I would do, I like Be Frugal. I would activate it because I don't have the other one, but even a 0.5%, I'll take that. Okay. Now back to the product page and watch what happens. We see $113.99, and then you see your net profit. And if you want to see where that's coming from, you could click on that. Now, this does not include FBA shipping. If you were going to sell it FBA, you definitely would want this to be part of a bigger batch. Now, that's just dealing with the fact that it's electronic. So they're probably going to have it go to a specific warehouse that's handling that. But this is just to show you. And another thing I want to touch on, you would end up spending over $100 for this product. So you might be thinking, okay, I don't know if I want to go that high. But as you get more experience and as you really get your momentum going, you really get comfortable, your experience allows you to make some more risky or seemingly risky purchases. You might start getting into some higher priced items. Karen, what can you tell the hustlers about that whole concept of eventually bringing in some higher priced items into your product mix?
Yeah, I think everybody would like to just sell high priced items, but most of us, our budget won't allow us to uh, sort of go out on a limb like that. And of course, the more you spend, sort of the riskier it really is. However, it's really great, in my opinion, to have some high priced items in your mix, like maybe 25%, as much as 25%. Those items maybe are not necessarily items that sell all the time, every day, but it's nice to have one drop occasionally. I mean, I think the average sale on Amazon is only about 20 some dollars. Is that right? Do you remember hearing that kind of statistics? I have. I have heard a
Okay.
statistic that says the average purchase on Amazon is in the 20s. So there's a lot of, lower priced items that sell many, many, many times a day. But it's great to have some high priced items in there too.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick look and make sure. Oh, looks like FOAB 132 is here. So hello to you. Um, we love you all, guys. So If you have not hit the like button, make sure you do that for us. Also, leave us a quick comment just so that we know you're here and we can shout out. Let us know where you're from. It'd be nice to kind of have that dynamic. Um,
Hi, 132. I shorten everybody just about.
okay. Let's see. Oh, real quick, hustlers. If you did not get to see the the video from Friday, make sure you check that out. Um, I did a video and it's a little different. It's got me out in the neighborhood, just sort of walking and talking, and it's I thought it was very important because it talks about your health. Guys, you got to have it. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And around here, we care enough to talk about it. Uh, a lot of people are just talking about getting that bag, and that's cool. We all want that bag, but the bag means nothing if you don't have your health. If you're watching the replay, you might have left some comments. We really, really appreciate that. If you got anything to say about health and being in business, go ahead and drop us a comment right now. But do go out and check out that video. La Machine walks, and I try to do it every day. I do other things as well, but walking is something that is simple. Everybody can do it, and it works wonders. Take care of your health. A lot of people ain't going to tell you about that, but it's so very important. Now, back to the work.
If I can just say real quick, it was really nice to see you in your natural habitat, by the
way. Well, what can I say?
La Machine was looking like an average, regular person.
Hey,
got issues, and
that's what it is. That's what I am. I'm just an average guy. I live an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey, hell, I pay the price.
Hey, Sheila said higher priced items doesn't necessarily mean higher ROI or more profit. No, not necessarily. Not at all. However, what it may mean is that in order to get a certain dollar amount, you just need to sell fewer items. It can. It just depends on what kind of pricing you're able to get on the higher price item. I mean, I had some items that I paid $90 for, and they sold for $300 or $400 on Amazon. And I'm trying to think, I don't know, maybe $50, $60, up to $80 when those sold.
Yeah. I paid, we showed it on here. I paid a little bit over $100 or so for a backpack, and it sold for $300 and something.
You got $28. Right. That's the thing. So they are kind of risky because it really hurts when those items are returned. Oh my goodness. It's great when you're having a slow day. And, in that case, it was, for me, it was comforters. And one of those $400 comforters, made my day. Like, okay, it was great. But then when they returned one of them, it was terrible. Because the other thing is when they return them, we always have that issue of what condition are they going to be returned in. In the case of your backpack horse, it was in pristine condition. It had the tags on it. You could keep moving with it. But for instance, in the case of my comforters, if they were returned, they were in good condition. However, someone would have taken them out of the bag to look at them. And so they didn't have that flat fold. And so it was hard to pass that off as brand new.
Brand new.
once it had been unfolded because
Right.
somebody just stuffed it back into the plastic bag. So there's risk with it. It
There
can
is.
get you, higher profits, but there's risk.
But like I say, hustlers, you're doing arbitrage. You don't know what you're gonna get into. You're gonna end up selling things that you just never imagined, and that's good because in the process, what you're gonna find is what you like. You might like higher priced items, and we don't know the reasons why you're gonna like it. But I tell you what, one reason could be there's less competition. Okay. Now I don't care whether you decide to sell higher priced items or mid range, or low. You're going to take your bumps along the way. You will pay a price. There is no getting to the finish line without running the race. And in that race, there's going to be dips, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be obstacles that you have to figure out. But I tell you what, when you get to the other side and it happens to be higher priced items, quicker way to get to a 500,000 a year in sales. And you're going to learn. You're going to learn. There's going to be some losses, but it doesn't matter whether it's higher priced items or mid range or low. Introducing some higher priced items as you go along the way is a great way to have a good product mix. And it is good to have a mix. If you don't have to rely on any one product or one category or one, basic pricing strategy, it's only going to serve you. Enjoy, because when you're in arbitrage, there is nothing that you can't sell except for what may be restricted to you. You could sell anything you want. You could sell refrigerators. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not telling you to sell appliances, but I'm just saying theoretically
I'm
you
not doing
could.
it. I'm not
Uh,
trying.
let's check the comments one more time before we go back into the work. All right. No comments?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, is there? Oh, wait.
132 made a great point.
What's that?
You see it?
Oh, he said, I love higher priced items because they keep the riffraff away from tanking prices as badly. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah, when you've laid out good chunk of change, you're not getting in there trying to tank the price. You
Mm-hmm.
really want a good return. If you've
You do.
invested a chunk of change, it's one thing to invest $2.99, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if $2.99, but if you've invested $299 or
Mm-hmm.
$100 or $150, then you really want that to everybody seems to understand. No, we're gonna have a price, a reasonable price, and we're gonna leave right here and wait our
Exactly.
turn. Everybody
And the
wait your turn.
riffraff, they too cheap for that. They always want to jump and tank something where you was only making a quarter. And you know what I mean? And they want to ruin that. So yeah, that's a very good point. Another good point about higher priced items is it forces you to be patient. And when you're patient, you really learn how this business works. A lot of your sales today are coming from items you purchased 90 days ago. Now I'm not saying you want stuff sitting in the warehouse for 90 days. There's a strategy to that. You'll learn it. But the point is this business is a cash flow business. It's not a flipping business where you just buy something today and necessarily turn it over tomorrow or next week. Can you? Absolutely. But if you're really trying to build a sustainable business with predictable revenues, you're going to have to start learning patience. It will pay. It will more than pay for itself. A little bit of patience goes a long way. And when you really learn that, you really see it happening, you believe in it, that's when, oh my God, you're not so risky with your purchases when you realize, hey, I'm buying this today. I may sit on it for a while. It may sit in my basement, but my experience has told me if I can wait in 90 days, 60 days, maybe even 30, the competition has sold out. There's a pocket, there's a window. and I can take advantage of that. We do it all the time. So, so now let's get to the work. The next product that we're going to look at is in, I did a search on advanced auto. And the reason I did it, you see right here, I got an email that said save 15% on all orders, $50 or more. And watch this. If I'm already getting 15% off and I can get another 4% in cash back, then what am I getting? Now I'm getting closer to 20%, ain't I? When you add that up. And I'm telling you guys, this whole, I have money. As you can see, I have money out there. Okay, that's real. Use your cash back. You just went from 15% to 19% by doing nothing but typing in a code and clicking on a button. Come on, that changes the game. Because now, look at, let's see how this plays out. Instead of $25.99, now I'm paying $21.05. Now, of course, I got to factor in my tax. We ain't going to do that right now. We don't know what your tax situation is. And this is all about you. But you see how that comes together. Okay? Now, again, how did I find this product? Well, I found it with the software Tactical Arbitrage, right? Now, I knew what I was doing. This was a search at advanced auto parts. All right. Now, again, what are we looking at? We're looking at the current sales rank. We're looking at the 90-day sales rank. We're looking at estimated monthly sales of 27. We're looking at what my price should be. We just talked about that. It should be, at the time of this search, it was buy boxing around 47.62. It's averaging 46.82. I like it because that's in the pocket. According to the software, you would be getting like $12.34. If you were to lay out $26, get the $26 back plus $12.34, you would be getting somewhere around 54%. Now, again, those numbers are going to change. We're going to look at that. But from there, we looked at the product. We compared it to the product on Amazon. Now, I would look a little bit further. I'm pretty sure. However, I would really double check. When it comes to your tools, you have to really be sure. But it looks good. So let's just say we were good there. Again, we've got 22 people selling this product. All right. And you can just look across the board. Actually, what you could do, if you had Inventory Lab, you could just click on offers and you could see you've got 2 FBA offers, 20 merchant fulfilled. I don't know how accurate that is, but let's just see.
By the way, this is a new feature on
Yes.
Inventory Lab. That's part of Inventory Lab. It's a new Chrome extension. Correct. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to it because
isn't it nice?
Provides a lot more information.
I love the layout. I love how it's right on your page. And we've seen other tools that do the same thing. But I like it because it just shows how Inventory Lab continues to improve. Since I've had it, they continue. Unwind Travels, thank you so much for your comment. We're going to get to you. So yeah, just hold tight for us. Let's get through this real quick. Now look at this was saying at a buy cost of $25.99, we would make about $9.06. Now, this is not including the cost to get it into the warehouse. But don't freak out. You'll figure that out. And once you get good and really get your business going, you're only going to pay maybe 50 cents. Sometimes I only pay 30 cents. It just depends. The bigger your shipments get, and they will get bigger, and the more consolidated they become, the less you're going to pay per piece. But wait a minute. We said 2105 because of all of our discounts, right? And check it out. Before we even go any further, I actually threw something in the cart and I put in the discount code. The code is working, guys. This is how, if you weren't sure, this is how this business works. You're trying to get your discounts. You're trying to get your sales, your clearances. Okay? That's what you're doing a lot of times when you go into your retail stores, right? Okay. Let's take that question. Do you include in your calculator 3 to 4 months of storage fees for every potential sale? I do not, because I try not to have stuff in there that long. Now you get into your long-term storage fees. Karen, you want to help with that?
I absolutely 100% do. On the back end of Inventory Lab, I have my shipping costs, my FBA shipping costs, plugged in at 55 cents a pound. And for every single item, I have 90 days storage. Mm-hmm. So when I see ROI, by the time I see ROI, those things are accounted for, and then I make my decisions, based on that. And typically, in my view, the good news is if I sell things sooner than that, and I very, very often do, then I make more money than than it showed I was going to make. And that helps provide a little bit of a cushion for times when, I got to sell it at break even. Every once in a while, that does happen. So it provides a bit of a cushion for me. So I prefer to do that.
And check this out, hustlers. If you're using Scout X, look at this. You can actually estimate right then and there your storage times. And it's factoring in, because storage fees change depending on the time of year, right?
Right.
Isn't that nice to have that right there if you want to factor that in?
Yeah, so I need to download that right after we get off live.
You really do. It was too easy. Yeah. So hope we answered your question. Let us know if there's anything else. We really appreciate that. And while you're out there, hustlers, make sure you smash that like button for the algorithm. We would really, really appreciate it. We actually have 10 people out here and we only see 6 likes. So somebody didn't hit the like button. We're going to need you to do that, hustlers. Okay. Now, no more questions right now. We appreciate you. We appreciate you too. Thank you for spending your time with us. We're about 40 minutes. We got another 20 minutes to go. So we're going to move on to the next product. What is it? Oh, yeah, we talked about higher priced items. This is another one. And again, guys, we don't expect you to get on items like this right out of the box. But once again, where did we find that product? Right here. We did a search. And look at, guys, when you can see that the product you're looking at is in the top 2% in that category, you're going to do okay. All right. Sales rank is low now. Looks like it was up almost 500,000. So that's something to look at. It may give you pause. you're going to make the decision. But estimated monthly sales 13, you would spend 82.99. That's a little bit up there. But remember, we're going to save almost 20%. Buy boxing at 265.78, averaging 217.67. Again, guys, this is more just to show you. Check your restrictions. Get in there.
Online travel is asking how long are we willing to hold inventory? I'll just answer real quick while you're working on getting back up there. Okay, so it so there's no cut and dried answer. Here's what I would say. I When I'm doing my research, I really aim for things that I believe will sell in 90 days, but in spite of your best research, sometimes it doesn't happen. So I don't it you know it can really vary and depend. Now, if you're doing, I tend to do a lot of FBA. If I'm merchant fulfilling items and they don't have an expiration date, then you hold it. You just hold it, and it doesn't really cost you to do that. Certainly doesn't cost you storage fees. And I think something that I heard somebody say. I don't know if it was you, Horace. Maybe it was someone else. But it's like this. Every single thing, just about, will eventually sell.
Yes.
It will eventually sell. So it's just a question of how much patience you have, how much money you have to work with. Sometimes you are merchant fulfilling something, and if it doesn't sell within 30 days, maybe you think, okay, I need to take this back to the store and get my money back. So it really varies depending upon what it is.
Absolutely. Well, let's look at something here. Okay, so again, this isn't automotive. If you're not approved for that, that's okay. Uh, you can do this with whatever categories you can sell in. But this is just an example. And once we make sure that we're looking at the right product, everything matches up. Let's look at something here. Now, the software showed us the price of $82.99, right? Because that's what it is. However, with the discounts that we're looking at, that you're saving $15, almost $16. So you're really only paying $67.22 plus whatever tax situation you got. That's different, guys. Let's take a look at the product on the page. And there you can see the price. I usually look at the keeper graph. Now you can see Amazon is on this all the time. That doesn't bother me though. And it doesn't bother a lot of people. You got 10 people selling this product. That tells you something. Okay. This guy's selling it for $290.94 with free shipping. Okay. Here's something else I didn't talk about. But when I say look at your competition, I say look at how much stock they have. Look at their ratings. This guy has 28,847 reviews when only 1% of people who buy on Amazon actually even leave reviews. So imagine how many sales he's had for this to represent like 1%. Okay. And he's selling it for $303.95. He might know what he's doing. He might know what he's doing, guys. These are the clues you got to start looking at. The answers are right in front of you. Listen, see, here we go. Y'all done got me started. It never fails. At some point, hold on. I got some noise in my background here. Let me see if I can fix this. Because if I don't, my producer, he gonna be freaking out. I don't know why I got all that noise in the background, but I wanted I wanted this nice, pretty background, and you see what happened? You see what happened, Jim?
It's nice. I mean, it was nice.
It was. I don't know what happened. Okay, but at any rate, where was I? What was I talking about, y'all? I tried to get pretty.
We were really talking about how another piece of information that we don't always hear about
Oh yeah,
is kind of evaluating what's going on with their competition. And if you see competition on the listing that has hundreds, thousands
thousands.
of reviews, then you know, that's a piece of information. That what it would say to me is I might want to price right up against that individual because they know something about doing this.
Right. Now back to my rant. Okay,
Okay.
guys, the answers are in front of you. And this is what I try to teach you out here. You know, you want people to just give you the answers. That's not what you want. What you want is to develop the skills so that you can properly evaluate. Okay. The money is in understanding how to evaluate. That's the skill that gives you the advantage here. Okay. And that only comes with practice. That's why I say it's a momentum business and you need to get started. That's the only way you're going to develop those skills. That is where the gold is. Okay. Me giving you free leads. Okay. See,
Sheila,
no,
you know
no,
what?
no.
Sheila and I are kindred spirits. Sheila always says what I'm thinking. she always says precisely what I'm thinking.
No,
Or should be
no,
thinking.
no, no. Okay. Teach a man to fish. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll feed himself for the rest of his life. But he needs to eat while you teach him.
Right,
So
we're
this is
hungry.
what I'm trying
We're
to
hungry,
do.
Horace. We're hungry.
I'm trying to. I'm
We need to
trying to
eat.
teach you how to fish, and I'm giving you a fish while I teach you.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I don't know how long it's gonna take y'all to learn, and you're gonna starve to death. Okay, you go. Remember when you went to school, right? You were sitting at the table, eat your Jello, little Johnny. You were going to school to learn how to feed yourself, but you needed to eat while you was going. You know what? Let me just go on. Y'all don't try to help y'all.
Well, since
No.
since you took a breath, could you address 123's question about aura?
Oh wait, we had a question.
Yes.
Where is it? Hold on a second.
Are you guys still using aura for repricing, considering changing to them from Be Cool? What's y'all's thoughts on the software?
I use Aura. As a matter of fact, I reached out to Dylan Carter, the founder, and we're gonna get together soon to do another video. Just got to get it locked up. We're both busy, but yeah, I definitely that's my software of choice. But I think I wouldn't get too caught up on the particular software as long as you're using a repricer. I like repricers because it keeps you competitive, and once you get to a certain level, you can't do this by hand. You don't need to run out and get a repricer right away, but I don't know. Dylan says when you're doing around 3,000 a month in sales or more, I would probably go closer to 5,000. But you'll know when it's taking you too long to go in line by line repricing items. Because how do you do that? You go out on a particular item, then you got to go to the listing and look and see what the competition is doing, and then you got to evaluate and make a decision on that one. Then you go on to the next one. It's tedious. Once you get to, we've got hundreds of of ASINs out there. We don't have time for that. It's a necessary tool when you're ready. Make
Yeah.
sense?
I use Be Cool, and when my sales seem to be in a slump, then I know I need to go into Be Cool and adjust my range because something has happened in the market, very likely. Um, I like Be Cool because it is very easy to use. I think Aura really is the gold standard, though I just have not been willing to invest the amount of time that it would take me to really learn how to maximize the power of Aura. It's pretty deep. It's pretty complicated. And I imagine you don't have to use it at the highest level, but for now I'm just with Be Cool. But I do feel Be Cool is a little slow on repricing sometimes. A little slow.
They have certain tiers, right? Levels, pricing levels.
That's right. So,
Okay. Aura does not. Uh,
right. Or
and we
it's
got
probably a little more expensive, I think.
yeah, it's about $100 a month.
Okay, you can pay $100 a month to Be Cool. I don't. I only
Mhm.
pay 50.
And Unwind Travel says they're new and they want to know, are we both full-time Amazon business owners or what's your actual professions if we are employed? Thanks for sharing. Uh yeah, you got to go back and watch some of my videos and you'll know. I know you're new so you don't know this, but if you go back and watch some of my other videos, I talk about it quite often. Uh I am a truck driver by trade. And matter of fact, you only got to go back maybe 2 videos. I actually did some filming in the truck. So I work a regular Monday through Friday. Uh, I guess I would be considered regional. I go to from Pennsylvania to New Jersey and back every day. And Karen, you can tell them a little bit about your situation.
Yeah, I was formerly in higher education, and when COVID came along, they sent us home. And when they reopened, I couldn't go back to my same position, so I said, I'm
Serenara?
out. I'm out. This is Amazon. It's me and you now.
Wow. Let's see. Oh, Swagger says, shout out the East Coast. All right, we got you, man. I'm originally from the Midwest myself, but I have been on the East Coast, oh my, since 1995. So yeah, it's been a minute. All right, hustlers. Let's take, let's see how many more items we want to get through before we wrap this. Let's see, what else do I have? Hold tight. Okay, I got one more item for you. We got about 5 minutes. So if you got a question, cue it up. If you want to keep me out here a little longer, you're going to have to give me a reason. Okay? All right. So check this out. It's a glow plug. Does anybody know what a glow plug is? Karen, do you know what a glow plug is?
No, not at all. Not even close.
So diesel engines don't use spark plugs. There's such high compression in a diesel engine. It's actually the heat. But never mind, we won't get into all that. This is the beauty of this, hustlers. You don't have to know what the product is. All you got to know is, does it sell? So let's see if I can find.
I think this is something that I still have to or need to overcome. If I'm not really familiar with, a product or what it does,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit tentative. Even if the numbers work out, I just feel like I don't have any anecdotal knowledge to
I
help
got you.
me. But I need to get over that. I need to.
You do.
I do.
And I'm surprised you haven't by now, but you'll get there.
I'll get there. Every so often I branch out and stick my toes in the water. But hi, Katie. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time.
Oh my goodness. Katie's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where the product was in tactical arbitrage. So what you're going to see me do is just drop the ASIN into the search, and there it is. So a lot of times it could have been on page 20 for all I know. You can drop it right in the search box, and you know what? I wasn't using my nice. I could have grabbed the ASIN right here instead of grabbing it up in the URL. I'm just so used to grabbing it from up there. But if you have Inventory Lab, you could just grab it right there. And there's a lot of softwares that are out there that are very similar. So you guys, same thing. Top 2%, sales rank, 150,000, estimated monthly sales 12. You're going to pay about $6. Buy boxing at $13.23, making $2.66, 52-cent return on investment, which is very good. And remember, we're taking this product at $5.99. We're taking off 19%. So we're looking at $4.85 before tax. So if we said, what did I say? $4.85, something like that. Yeah. Then actually you could make $2.53. Let me see something. That's too much for small and light. Wait, small and light goes up to how much?
$12.
Okay, yeah. So we just missed it. Oh well.
But you know what? I would, if something is going for 12, what is that? 12.23. I would offer it. I'd offer it at 12. I'd still make more money under small and light.
Because then you don't pay as much.
The shipping reduction would compensate for that additional few cents and more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just strategically what I would do, but.
Mm-hmm. But even if it costed you 50 cents a piece to get it into the warehouse, so that your actual cost is $5.35, you'd still make upwards of 40% return on investment. Now, the dollar amount, if you say, hey, I'm only making $2.03, the dollar amount doesn't sound like much, but this is what I was telling you guys. You got to get going. You only laid out $5.35. Are you kidding me?
I would take that coming and going. Because it doesn't even weigh a pound. So it's not even going to cost 50 cents to send it in. And I would take that coming and going.
And before you know it, guys, you've got 30 products like this. 30 products like this. And now you've got your momentum going. I mean, it's I tell you what, let me show you something. Because y'all, I'm going to try to show you my screen. It may not work.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we see it. We see it. 452.14 sales.
And
last 30 days.
Last 30 days.
Almost 20K.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all trying to get this paper or what? Because if y'all not trying to, all right.
I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. I'm trying.
Good to hear from you, Katie. I'm glad you showed up for us. B. Christopher said, I knew you were from the Midwest. How did you know? Probably because we kind of crazy. All right, guys, we're going to take, a little bit over time. So we're just going to take questions now and kind of let you guys keep me out here for as long as you can. Let's see. T-Bone says, what's the best way to ship FBM? I heard polybag everything and cut back cost. Just want to know your preference. Why don't you take that for a second, coming out of the gate, Karen?
So, yeah, I'll definitely polybag when it makes sense to do that, but sometimes your product is too fragile for that. So,
Mm,
I will have a tendency to play with various options. Um, will a poly bag alone work? If so, great. Or maybe I have to pad the poly bag heavily with bubble wrap. If I think that'll work, I'll go with that. There's a product called Flex and Seal. It's it comes on a big roll, and it wraps like a paper, but it has the strength of a box. So if I'm on the borderline and I think it needs something stronger than a poly bag, and using Flex and Seal will keep me from going, say, from first class to priority or whatever, I might try that. But
mhm.
my main priority is absolutely I want the product to arrive to the customer and in good shape.
Mhm.
That's for me.
Yeah, I only polybag what I need to. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't need it. Um, a lot of times with your multi packs, I will polybag. Um,
He's talking
yeah.
about polybag as the outer wrapping for FBM, not polybagging
Oh, he's talking about FBM. FBM.
FBM.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah, that one
You
I,
can't
I usually.
polybag chips. Well, you could, but and I've seen some horror stories about Amazon shipping from the warehouse
Oh, they're
things
terrible.
that shouldn't be in poly bags, and
They're
they
they're
do it.
terrible.
They're terrible. But yeah, I'm a little more prudent. If it's clothing or fabric or something, sure.
All right, guys. Before we wrap, we got any more questions? Let me see. Oh, Katie watched the video I did last week, guys. I did mention that I did a video about health. It's so important to stay fit as we get older. So do go back and watch that again, guys. Uh, always, always know that we are here for you. If you need us, just text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. So if you're watching the replay or you join late, you still have a question, we're here to answer that. You can either contact us or just leave a comment and we'll be sure to get to that. We love you all. And in the immortal words of La Machine. Oh, wait. What's that?
Grow with Marshall. Hi, Marshall.
Hold on. What are your three top selling or favorite categories? Guys, if you follow me, you know uh, I like um, grocery and gourmet, particularly snack foods. And then you can niche that down to mostly potato chips, pork rinds, popcorn, that kind of stuff. Um, Another category that I do like is what they call OTC. So it could be aspirin, it could be things like, Pepto Bismol or analgesics, ointments.
Cough drops.
Pain relief is a big one with Americans. They love that stuff. So, and nobody wants to live with pain. So if you can get them that, if you can source any of that kind of stuff, what's a couple of your favorites?
I like health and beauty. I sell a lot of health and beauty. I sell a lot of, I guess, I'm not sure what category it's in, but I sell a lot of towels and mattress pads and bedspreads somehow. And I also sell a lot of cleaning products, whatever category. Oh, and how can I forget my home fragrances? I
Right?
really sell a lot of home fragrance, whether it be candles or sprays or
Yeah, yeah. People love that stuff.
plug-ins, that kind of thing.
Hmm. I have sold books. I don't sell them anymore, but I have sold them. People love buying books, so that's another one. And it's very easy to get started in. So if you're looking, if you're stuck, if you seem to be gated in a lot of stuff, start with books. You'll start to get auto ungated as you go along. So just get going where you can.
Yeah. Thanks for always being here, Sheila.
I
Now, what's this face blue smiling? What does that
don't know.
mean?
I don't know
Grow
what
with
he's talking
Marshall.
about.
Hi, Grow with Marshall.
Any shoes or clothing? Yes, I got videos where I take you through the whole process with shoes. So I do like to sell them. I haven't sold them in a while. When I do, I tend to sell the higher priced. The brand, it's a kind of off brand, kind of, but I like Clark shoes, if you know about those, particularly women's pumps. There's a certain demographic in America that will pay 100, 150, $200 for a pair of women's pumps. So
Comfortable pumps. Yeah.
if you can get them on sale, again, you're always looking for your clearance, your sales. You want your cash back along with that, and of course, if you can get any discounted gift cards, go for that as well. Uh,
Good luck, swagger.
all right. Get ungated in OTC this week. I established a wholesale connection with a local pharmacy. Wow. Now that's what I'm talking about. With a local pharmacy, not some wholesaler that everybody else is getting this huge, you know, spreadsheet, and then when you go looking through it, there ain't no money in it. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila was saying, you're welcome for your love, your kind comments, and FOABP 132 says thanks.
Thank you.
Katie says, funny. I sent one pair of shoes and one pair of slippers. Amazon lost them, although they've been
They were
sent
sent to different
to different
warehouses.
warehouses. Now, you might remember, Karen, in the privates, we were laughing because I sent some Nike Air Force Ones in and they got lost. They were making fun of me saying that some warehouse worker was wearing my size 11 Air Force Ones. And they found them. It took months. I had given up on it. And at that time, I wasn't using any services to help me recoup lost funds. And they found them and then sold them. So
I use Seller Bench. You use Seller Bench now too, right?
yeah, yes.
To help follow up on those lost items because I just can't.
Yeah. And they may find them, but yeah, if you're not using Seller Bench, look into that. They work very well. All right, guys.
Okay.
We're going to wrap it up. And as I was getting ready to say, this is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, also known as La Machine. And for the lovely Miss Karen, I am saying we here at What to Sell on Amazon respect your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. We done showed you how to get that paper. It's time to go get mine. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Every
Good night.
single time it gets me.
Good night.
Just